Where do single men between the ages of 28 and 40 go on Saturdays? And I don't mean like a specific restaurant or a specific location. I mean, generally speaking. Are they at the gym? Are they at a bar watching football? Are they on a hike? Are they at home doing additional work? Are they at the driving range? Are they getting brunch with their friends? What does a 28 to 40-year-old single man's typical Saturday look like? Because I can tell you what a Saturday for a 28 to 40-year-old single woman looks like. As part of my fall of outdoors, I'm trying to integrate experiences where I get to meet the male species. Every time that I've tried to do that, the places that I end up tend to be proliferated with 24-year-old men screaming at a television about football. For example, my Saturday looks like this. I wake up, I take my dog on a walk, I try to get in a gym class of some sort, Pilates, some kind of stretching class, I take a shower, make a cup of coffee, make my breakfast, and then I try and do about 2 hours of either work or personal errands. And then from about 12 p.m. until approximately 5 p.m. I try and do something social with my friends. We'll go to a bar to watch a football game, go to the beach for the afternoon, whatnot. And then I typically stay in on Saturday night, order in DoorDash, watch a movie, have a glass of wine, and go to bed. That's the male equivalent of that, so I know where to find you guys during the period of 12 to 5.
Men are walking away from dating and marriage, and it's really interesting to see how women are responding to it. And instead of looking in the mirror and acknowledging to themselves that they may be part of the problem, they're saying things like this.
Men can't believe that women are single by choice because men are never single by choice. Same as celibacy, men are never celibate by choice.
So let's break this down. First thing she says is that men can't believe that women are single by choice. Let me assure you, we not only believe it, we know it as a fact. And the majority of the women who are single by choice, it's because they've listened to other women who are also single, usually not by choice. The ones who are sad, bitter, and lonely, and frankly, miserable, and, well, as they say, misery loves company. So these women are running around making videos and talking it up how they're so happy being single, when the reality says anything different. Again, this is what women are telling themselves because they don't want to face the reality that men are rejecting them. And it's better to say that men aren't choosing to be celibate, that women are forcing it on them, because it makes them feel better and avoid having to face the reality that it's them that are being rejected, that it's men who are indeed walking away. I actually feel bad for women that they've reached this point where they're so divested in reality that they resort to things like this, that they somehow think it makes things better to say things like this, that somehow men are going to suddenly wake up and be attracted to them because women have hurled insults and demeaned them for years now, when the reality is the exact opposite. Men are saying, we're done, ladies. We're not going to deal with your negativity. We're not going to deal with your toxicity. And the more you double down on it, the more men are walking away. It truly makes me sad that women have reached this point, and the honest truth is they're only going to end up more miserable in the long run, which is the actual goal of many of the women who are perpetuating these myths. Because they can't get a man. They know they can't get a man, and they know they never will. It's why they deride the women who have happy, successful relationships as pick-me's, because they know no one, and I do mean no one, is ever going to pick them. But rather than acknowledge their flaws and do something about them, they feel it's better to just go on the attack. Because again, they think it makes them strong and independent. When the reality is, it just ends up with them being alone.
This is a question for the men and the men only. What is the real reason that you've given up on dating altogether or haven't dated in 10 plus years? Every single day in my comment section, anytime I talk about dating or relationships or getting married, the majority of men in my comments are saying that they're no longer interested in dating. And I really want to know the reason. What was the final straw for y'all to finally say, you know what, I had enough? Plus, there's this weird information going around that by 2030, heterosexual couples will be non-existent, people are not having babies and this and that. And do you think that's because men have stopped dating, or because women have stopped dating and people have equally stopped dating? Or is it because men are not pursuing women anymore? I'm really interested to see the comments or the duets on this post as to why y'all have stopped dating in the first place. Did you have a toxic ex? Did you go through a terrible divorce? Did she take everything? Or have you been on dates and they've just been so awful that you finally said, forget it? So what's the real reason that you gave up dating altogether? Okay, bye.
There are many reasons men have given up on dating. and you brought up a lot of them. But I can't speak for every man, so I will give you a general answer that most can relate to. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. Men have realized dating, relationships, and marriage simply isn't worth it anymore, which is why we have chosen to walk away.
I don't know any woman that can date a man that's under 6 feet. Ugh, it's like dating a roach. Ugh, those are the ones out cheating and not being faithful, unloyal. Ugh, little Slim Jims. Like, ugh, I don't understand. I want a tall, loyal, faithful man. Those ones under 6 feet, don't trust them.
Come get me. I'm tired of this shit. Okay? Okay. I'm here. Waiting. So, anytime now, hubby. I'll be here. So you could handle this because I fucking hate it.
The majority of straight men fucking hate women.
Do they? I can't wait to hear what this is based on.
I know, breaking fucking news. It's not like men have been controlling us and abusing us and murdering us since the beginning of time or anything.
Starting out with generalizations. This ought to be good.
But anyway, I saw this video on TikTok today where
So one's initial statement that most straight men hate women is based off of a video that one watched on TikTok? Oh, this'll be full of factual information, I'm sure.
a woman was basically saying that men should start buying their girlfriends flowers without her having to ask. The army of triggered fucking incels.
Brace yourselves. Personal attacks and insults incoming.
Rising from either the depths of hell or their parents' basement to say, I'm not a mind reader. If you want flowers, you should just ask for them. Women are so complicated.
And what precisely was wrong with that statement?
First of all, why don't you take a fucking breath? I'm sure it must be so exhausting to be this fucking brain dead.
I'm starting to think that they believe that swearing and being disparaging is going to somehow validate their statements.
But since y'all have the intelligence of an ostrich on crack,
Like I said.
let's just throw your logic right back at you.
Yes, let's do that.
Imagine if you, as a provider, and I use that term so loosely because you are likely not providing anything other than a fucking headache,
Speaks the voice of experience.
and you even imagine the male panic, there would be an incel uprising. Y'all will spend hours complaining about your girlfriend's needs. Meanwhile, you refuse to see the solution, even when it's smacking you in your dumbass face.
Okay, what is the solution?
I know it must be hard to use your brain when you don't have one, so I'll just lay it out for you.
I think we're all still waiting for an actual point to be made here.
Instead of complaining that your girlfriend wants you to do nice things for her, maybe just try doing nice things for her. Or, if you don't care to understand a woman's wants or needs, try dating men.
Remember, this is all because some men indicated that women should actually ask for what they want.
Seriously, although I have a sneaking suspicion that the gays would hate you more than the women do. And you'd likely have to do nice things for them too, because that's what it means to not be a lonely fuck.
I think I actually lost count of the amount of swear words and disparaging remarks this person has made.
I'm sure that the men who are complaining about this have never felt the touch of a woman in their life, so the point is moot as it is. But if you don't want to do nice things for a woman, don't be in a relationship with one. That should be easy peasy lemon fucking squeezy for you lot.
That was actually quite impressive, actually. Taking all of that time and yet managing to say nothing relevant at all.
I'm tired of being poor, eating noodle packets. I need a rich man with them high-tech brackets. Buy me nice things, new boots, new jackets. At the country club with his tennis rackets.
How old are you?
24.
Are you single?
I'm married.
You're married?
Yeah, I'm divorced.
You're divorced at 24.
Yeah.
How long was your marriage?
A year.
How long did you know him prior?
4 years. We went to Vegas and got married. We eloped.
So why commit to this man to only separate a year in?
Oh no, it wasn't me. I committed to him because I was ready for it. I knew what I wanted. But he wasn't.
Wait, why did you file for divorce?
I didn't. He did.
Why did he file for it?
Because he likes to be a...
Could you see yourself getting remarried?
I hope so. I hope so one day I find somebody that I can build a family with, yeah.
Why'd you do that?
That's my girlfriend.
Why'd you just jiggle her?
Yeah, oh, you wanna know where we at? Right there. We outside!
So what do you think a man is going to think when he looks at this video and he sees your friend doing
I
that?
don't give a Keisha. We don't care. I really don't care.
Why don't you care?
Because it only matters what I care about myself. Nobody's gonna make me think differently. Trust in God.
You think it's cool to come on here and say fuck a man?
I mean, that's how I feel, so yeah.
Your lack of care for what men think about you is probably one of the reasons your husband decided to divorce you. What man would want a wife that doesn't respect him and care about his opinion?